Welcome back to Coronation Street's news. As always, so much went. Hurrah! The old Leanne Battersby, Jane Danson, is back in Coronation Street after finally waking up from the devious Altotolent Institute cult and plotting revenge against devious Rowan Cunliffe, Amrise Cooper. She took her time, didn't she? It was last week when she uncovered her fiancé, Nick Tilsley, Ben Price, had been having an affair with sister Toya, Georgia Taylor, and that Rowan knew all about it. The pair had been seeing each other behind Leanne's back for months, initially bonding over her separation from them due to the cult's manipulation. When Rowan found out, he employed one of his cronies to take a picture of them kissing, which was uncovered last week amongst his files. Horrified by their fling, Leanne stormed into the Viaduct Bistro, and a huge public row ensued with Nick. The situation escalated when he admitted that he loved Toya. Later, when Toya returned home to pack a bag, Leanne encouraged her to stay. Outside, Nick begged her to continue their relationship, now out in the open, but she chose her sister instead. When Rowan arrived, Leanne had a sudden sense of clarity and realized that he had been preying on her vulnerability and manipulating. In tonight's episode, tensions were still brewing down at the Viaduct Bistro. She told Nick that she will never ever forgive him for what he did to her, and couldn't bear to even work with him. As he sulked in the cafe, he told Toya that he'd been compiling evidence to report Rowan for blackmail. However, when he presented his dossier to D.S. Swain, Vicky Myers, she couldn't have been less interested, throwing it behind the desk. Elsewhere, back at the flat, Leanne began compiling her own revenge plan against Rowan and started to upload his files onto a USB stick. When he turned up, his master of manipulation scheme kicked back in, and she seemed to go along with it. As he made her promise to disregard anything against the Institute and work with him again, his mood suddenly changed and branded her a gullible fool. But Rowan was quick to speak. As Leanne's face twisted, replied, "No, Rowan, you are." Unaware to him, she'd actually sent copies to Amy Barlow, Ella Mulvaney, who had alerted the police. Joel Deering, Callum Lill, has been waltzing around Coronation Street as though it's business as usual in recent episodes, despite D.S. Lisa Swain's, Vicky Myers' best attempts to put him behind bars. It was recently uncovered by D.D. Bailey, Chanique Sterling Brown, that Joel was the man behind Lauren Bolton's, Kate Fitton, attack earlier this year, after she managed to get the young mum to open up about Joel's abuse. With the support of D.D. and Lisa, Lauren officially came forward and made a statement about Joel's grooming and subsequent attack. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough evidence for the CPS to pursue the case, leaving Lisa gutted when she had to inform Joel that he was a free man. However, Joel's guilt is something that the women won't forget, and they are determined to find a way to get the case reopened and see Joel punished. Most recently, Dee managed to get hold of Joel's old work phone, with Lisa promising to get it looked at by IT Forensics. Elsewhere, Joel has been continuing to operate as a solicitor, conducting business meetings at the Chariot Square Hotel. Last week, Carla Connor, Allison King, caught Joel in the middle of one of these meetings and took great pleasure in announcing to the room that he was the man responsible for Lauren's attack. In upcoming scenes, Joel is set to get his own back on Carla by opening a case against her for slander. As he hands her the paperwork, Dee and Lisa watch on, appalled. With Lisa set to get a lead from Joel's old work phone in upcoming scenes, will she be able to get the case reopened and Joel convicted before Carla ends up paying the price?